like to call to order the January 4th, 2024 meeting of the Southbury Board of Selectmen. If you all join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The first selectman is away, which is why I'm chairing tonight's meeting. I wish everyone a happy new year. Hope everyone had a really nice holiday season. The first item on our agenda is public comment. Seeing none, move on to announcements and correspondence. Everyone has those in their packets. Next item is the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Selectman Kuhn, is there a second?
Second.
Selectman Betty. Any discussion? All those in favor of the consent agenda, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. Minutes of December 21, 2023 regular meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Selectman Sullivan, is there a second?
Sorry, I'll second it.
Seconded. Any discussion on the minutes?
Yeah, I'd like to discuss, just making an amendment to the minutes under the first selectman's report. The bridge on Purchase Brook is also moving along and is expected to be done in the spring. I think what Jeff said was it was to start in the spring. I don't think anything's been done on that bridge in close to 2 years. And that would be that last
How was it phrased?
last sentence of the first selectman's report. So I would make a motion to strike that sentence and just say that it was to start in the spring is what. And Jeff was gonna get us an update on the exact date on when that's supposed to occur.
Okay, so there's a motion to amend the amendments. Is there a second?
Can we, is it possible that we could let Jeff review that? Because obviously, like, I don't remember exactly what the verbiage was. I'm with you. I think that he was saying that it was beginning in the spring, but I'd want to go back and watch it, because I just,
Yeah, I watched it ahead of time, but we can, if you want to defer it till next meeting.
Why don't you withdraw your motion?
Okay, I'll withdraw the motion.
Is there a motion to postpone the minutes to the next meeting?
So moved.
oh, sorry, Justin,
Is there a second?
second.
All those in favor of postponing the discussion of the minutes of December 21, 2023 to the next meeting, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries. The next item on the agenda is a bid for a truck for the fire department. This is an item that's on the vehicle replacement plan, and there's a memo from Dan Colton. We have a resolution on the screen. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Second. Any discussion? I'll note there is a member of the fire department here if anybody had any questions.
Any questions? I'm here if you have any.
And I thank you for coming out. You guys always come out whenever we're doing something for the fire department, so
We're glad to, and we're glad what you do for us, too.
sounds good.
It's a two-way street there.
Thank you. Thanks for your service to the community.
You're very welcome.
Well, based on how thorough they were with their presentation on the big truck, I'm not too concerned that they didn't sharpen their pencil on this one. So yes, thank you.
Okay, so
You have nothing further from me, then
we're going to take a vote, so let's see how it goes.
Chief Ruby to the Lions here. Well, thank you again. Appreciate your time.
Take care, thank you.
Yeah.
We do have to vote on it, though. All those in favor of the resolution, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Ayes have it, motion carries. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is unfinished business. It's a job description for the Deputy Director of Public Works. We're going to hold that for now. I know some people had some questions, and I was in Town Hall yesterday. I met with Dan, and I actually bumped into Blake as well, our Public Works Director. This is a position that's being proposed in the new budget, and we're going to be getting that budget, I think, the end of this month. And so the idea was, based on my discussions, that we could hold this until we get the budget, see the position, hear those presentations, and sort of go from there. But in the meantime, I do know that a couple of people had some questions on language and whatnot, and I just encourage you to reach out to HR, Jeff, and, to address any issues you might have in the description itself, because I assume this will be coming back to us shortly. So is there a motion to postpone this to another meeting?
Yes, so moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. No new business. First Selectmen's report, First Selectmen's not here, but I will mention, as everyone knows, appears to be a winter storm coming. We'll see what happens. I did talk to Public Works Director today to ask them what they were doing, and they're ready to go. They're monitoring the storm, preparing. They always do a great job for us each winter. And, I thank them for the work they're going to be doing for us over the weekend if this thing materializes the way some people are indicating it might. So that brings us to reports from liaisons. Selectman Betty.
So I do actually have some activity, economic development. The director reached out to me and wanted me to give 2 updates. Our Economic Development Commission, along with Newtown Savings Bank, is co-hosting a 3-part series of seminars focused on small businesses. The first topic is marketing for small business, and it will be held on January 17th from noon to 1:15 in this room, the town hall. And it'll discuss overall marketing strategy, storytelling, and effective messaging across print, digital, and social media, with a panel of area marketing professionals and small business owners offering a real-world perspective. Lunch is also going to be provided courtesy of Newtown Savings Bank from the local gourmet, and you should make a reservation if you're interested. Space is somewhat limited. Secondly, shameless plug here, the 350th anniversary book just came out. We just got some early copies here. Town's going to be selling these, so if you have interest, please check in with the town clerk. I was able to look through this a little bit before the meeting. It's really cool. It's similar in form, if you will, to the Tercentennial book, where it has some proclamations from the president and things like that. But there's tons and tons of photos in here, both historical and from this year's activities. And it's sort of a nice keepsake, if you will, for everything that happened this year. And thanks to Kevin Bielmeyer for orchestrating all of that. That's all I got. Oh, actually, excuse me. The Pool Oversight Committee met today. And we did make a bit of a change to what we're up to. Early on, we had talked about not allowing our engineer to bid on the building of the pool, even though they also do that. And, there's second thoughts on that. So we did approve that they can bid on it, with the proviso that obviously we'll have a different third party looking over their shoulder to make sure that the project is being done to spec. And the reason that was discussed, the reason that was done is we want to make sure we get as many bids as possible in an effort to get one that's going to be the most palatable. The good news is that some area pool companies have been checking in regularly with Public Works to find out when they can get cracking. So it may not be an issue anyway, but that was the thought process, and it was mutually agreed upon by the members that we would allow them to do that. Doesn't mean we have to take it, obviously. But that was a substantive change. We should be seeing the plans before our next meeting, and I'll hope that we can comment on those pretty quickly within 2 weeks. And we'll go out to bid in early March, I think, is what the calendar shows.
So you think members of the Board of Selectmen will see them in advance for our next meeting and then discuss them at our next meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yeah, we're still waiting for a couple final approvals back, I think, from DEEP, but the idea was that we would get them at least 2 or 3 days before our next meeting.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
I have no report. None of my boards have met since the last meeting. Selectman Kuhn,
Same here, nothing to report, thank you.
Selectman O'Neill, I think it's coming.
I have nothing.
Selectman Sullivan.
So the Board of Ed did have a special meeting on the 21st, but it was a student disciplinary action, so nothing to report there. But I did advise in the last meeting that I had not yet had an opportunity to review the December 11th meeting. I have since done that. Biggest takeaway is just obviously the filling of the positions. Marianne Manzo will continue to be the chairman. Tom Marks will be serving as secretary, and Heather Rogers will be serving as treasurer. So most notable parts of that meeting to report.
Thank you. Okay. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved?
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.